Hello, I just wanted to take an opportunity to answer some of the questions that have been posted online. I've answered most of these questions in a text form, but I just find sometimes it helps to talk these things out. And there's so much text and reading in the course anyway. I just think the video thing helps a little bit. We'll see if that's true. One of the big questions that's come up so far is about the fact that there are no assignments in the assignment section. I understand why you would expect to find assignments in the assignment section. At some point, there will be assignments in the assignment section. Most of the work of this class is done through the discussion group. Not all, most. Not all, most. So the discussion and private messages tab is where you're going to find the bulk of the work. Not so much in terms of the point load, not the bulk in that sense, but the actual work that you do week to week is in the discussion section. I do this because I believe that students learn from each other as well as from the text and the instructor. I want you to see and comment on each other's work, and I think this is best accomplished through the discussion group. That means I need you to read all of the discussion messages from me, from the students, in every part of every discussion group. There's just a lot that's going to go on there, and it'll be hard to tell where things that are important are going to be located within any particular discussion. All right, so when there are assignments, whether they're in the discussion group or the assignment section, wherever, I will post those on the schedule, and I will usually mention it in the chat, and you will see it on the discussion pages. Even if it's on the assignment side, you'll at least see an explanation. Something will say, hey, go here and look at this. So again, very important for you to keep up with these things. I change the assignment and the test, and to some extent the structure of the class every year, based upon what I see from your comments in the discussion section. Sometimes I can tell, hey, there doesn't seem to be as much understanding of this point, so the next thing we do in a story collection focuses on that point. Or I think everything is okay and I'll take something out that usually I use. So not everything is on the calendar right now because the class is never canned and put up all at one point. At the end, I make sure the points balance out and things like that. But pretty much it's based upon what I can see in terms of where the students are, because to me that's what makes sense. So given that though, I don't want to spring things on anyone. And almost always I will give a week between the time that I post something up and when it's due. If for some reason you have a problem with that and you can tell me in the first day or two, then we can see what we can do. Last minute things are last minute things, and usually there's not a whole lot that can be done about that, but you're always free to bring it up to me. Also, always want to hear what's working and what's not working in the class for you, so if you feel more comfortable, you can do that through the private message thing. I think I'm doing what I think is best at all times on the website, but sometimes you can do your best and be wrong. And I don't think it's an attack on me to say, hey, I don't think this works for me, or I don't think that works for me. And in part, I need that to be an ethic that the class takes on. I need you to allow other students to comment on your comments, disagree with the comment, but not feel like they're disagreeing with you. On the other side of that, when you are disagreeing with someone's comment, I need you to focus on the comment itself and not the person. These things are separate. Further, you're going to hear me comment on specific students' discussion messages. Usually that's because I think they're a very valuable discussion message or something that everybody might think, but not as many people are verbalizing and things like that. One thing is that I will always only be talking about their comments, not about the student themselves, because certainly in this format I don't have that great a sense of you. But the other thing is that you can always disagree with what you hear in the modules, what I comment on somewhere else, and you can take that disagreement, that disagreeing with my position, and put it up on a discussion message. It will not offend me. It will not upset me. This is the work. A good deal of the work is you put your thoughts, your analysis out there, and others comment on it. And sometimes they don't find it particularly compelling. And that's all right. I mean, we're here to work through certain things. And sometimes you're going to have more knowledge of some situation than I am. So we may be talking, for example, about what it's like to be a student. Um, and how can I possibly be more of an expert on this than you? Um, and I think it's okay for us to have those disagreements. At least I hope so. I should say one other thing. There is a problem with the MP3 lectures in the module section. It's not, well, it is a problem. Those lectures were done a while back for a class a while ago. Sometimes they mention specific dates and specific assignments. None of the assignments or dates in the modules has a reference to this course. Some of them will be the same, but will come at different points. But just attend any dates or assignments you hear in the modules. Just take the stuff out of it. And I'll actually talk a little bit more about what you're hearing in the modules and what's in the readings and what's coming up here very shortly. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if it is or if it isn't. And please, any questions you have, please send them to me. All right, till the next one.